Hello everyone. Hope you are all in the best of spirit, health and disposition. Welcome to a new video of Quest of Truth. In this video, we will continue discussing the lecture number 4, the knowledge of disease. In homeopathy, Dr. Hughes says that as far as the knowledge of disease is concerned, we must focus our attention on phenomena and sensations. Now, what is a phenomena? Phenomena is an occurrence or something that exists or something that is observed to happen. And what is sensation? Sensation is something that is perceived or an impression, something that is felt. Now, phenomena and sensations would together comprise the clinical features of a disease. Hahnemann took the clinical features as the disease basis of his practical method. As far as the etiology and pathology are concerned, back in Dr. Hahnemann's times, the understanding of etiology and pathology used to change as new facts were revealed, as new things were discovered. It was more of a shifting type of thing rather than fixed, permanent. So it was more uncertain. On the contrary, clinical features are certain. That's why Dr. Hahnemann made it the working basis of his method. He indeed did not completely reject the idea of using etiology where it was available and certain. Organon clearly points out a physician's duty also includes ascertaining the exciting causes, maintaining causes, the predisposing factors so that he can remove it and prevent it in the future. Also, certain medicines are proven useful in cases where the morbid condition have a same origin. For example, in case of injuries, we can use arnica, calendula, etc. Also, ailments from cold and damp in rustox and dulcamera. Hahnemann absolutely rejected the idea of using pathology for therapeutic purposes. Why? Because you can see that in his times it was far more a guesswork than it is today. He couldn't have possibly used it to apply the foundation of a therapeutic method. Totality of symptoms is the only thing about the disease which is turned towards the practitioner, the main thing that is perceptible to him. So, rightly said, the totality of symptom to the therapist is disease. So, when he knows about disease, he would know what he needs to cure it. Well, Dr. Hughes does not completely dismiss the knowledge of pathology. He says that we can use the scientific knowledge of morbid states for the following: 1. Classification, 2. Prognosis, for general management, and for ascertaining the particular organ which is affected. So, pathological knowledge has little to do with drug selection and much to do with understanding the morbid anatomy or the signs of lesions. And lesions, except in the case where the lesion is on the surface, does not constitute something that is experienced or felt. So, Dr. Hughes says that it does not come under the range of knowledge of disease as is required in the case of homeopathy. Dr. Hughes says we do not require to make a diagnosis to prescribe medicines. And to the minds accustomed to think that physical diagnosis is a chief duty of a physician, it might seem very unacceptable. But let's think about it. What would making a diagnosis help in? It may help in prognosis. We and the patient would feel more secure to know what's going to happen and when it's going to happen and go through each stages together, and for the general management of the patient. But as far as drug selection is concerned, we would gain nothing. When we are working with the principle of Similia Similibus, our medicine must, of course, act on the same organ in the same manner as the disease is acting. However, it must be kept in mind that we need to find a simillimum and not just the pathological simile. So, our medicine must correspond to the individuality of the patient in each case, along with the finer features, the minute ramifications. You see, we have to match the totality of the symptoms and not just the identity of the lesion. So, I would like to end on this note that we may not be able to answer why certain symptoms are present in certain cases. However, we must believe that they have a proximate cause, and the combination of such causes constitutes the individual malady with which the person is suffering and to which our drug must be fitted. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell icon to get further updates. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy.